Alright, so football has 11 positions. Some simple, like a keeper. Others are absurd, like false nine? Okay, let's break them all down. The goalkeeper is the lonely soldier. The one who can't score, can't dribble, and can't make a mistake without becoming a meme. A striker can miss 5 chances and still be called dangerous. A keeper lets out one ball slip through their hands, and suddenly they're trending worldwide. Just ask Loris Karius after Kiev. Modern goalkeepers are no longer just shot stoppers. They're playmakers with gloves. Manuel Neuer turned goalkeeping into an art form, rushing 30 yards out like a PlayStation glitch, sweeping up attacks before they even began. Ederson sprays passes like he was born in midfield, turning defense into attack with one swing of his left foot. The guy gives Pep mini heart attacks every time he rushes out of his box. No wonder he wants to ship him out. Despite all the tactical evolution, the job's still brutal. A keeper can be flawless for 89 minutes, then, one Onana moment later, you're the joke of the week. In 2014, Neuer conceded 4 goals in the entire World Cup. 4! Onana can manage that in one half on a bad day. That's the life of a goalkeeper. A hero one moment, a meme the next. The center back is the wall, the brick, the bouncer at football's nightclub. Their job is to stop everything: headers, tackles, and last-ditch blocks. When Virgil van Dijk went a year without being dribbled past, strikers must have felt like they were running into a force field. Center backs are judged by mistakes, not brilliance. A striker can score once and be hailed as a savior. A defender slips once, and it's replayed forever. Gerrard's slip technically came in midfield, but defenders know that feeling every week. The traditional stopper defends with grit, while the ball-playing defender has become the modern craze. They're asked to step into midfield and pass like Pirlo, while still defending like Maldini. The sweeper role, famous with players like Franco Baresi, added elegance to the art. Calm, collected, gliding out of defense as though they had the game on pause while everyone else scrambled around them. Center backs may not score the goals, but without them, there's no platform for glory. Fullbacks used to be the least glamorous role in football. They stayed wide, defended wingers, and crossed when they could. Nobody grew up dreaming of being Gary Neville. Then Dani Alves and Marcelo rewrote the script. Suddenly, fullbacks were artists, running further than anyone else, attacking like wingers and creating chances like midfielders. The role exploded into something essential. The modern fullback is as likely to assist as the number 10. Alexander-Arnold pings passes like a quarterback. The role has split into new variations. Wingbacks add turbo, sprinting up and down all game. They're wingers with defensive chores. The inverted fullback is modern football's biggest science experiment. Traditionally, fullbacks stayed on the outside, overlapping wingers. Inverted fullbacks do the opposite. They cut inside, drift into midfield, and suddenly, your 4-3-3 looks like a 3-2-5 in possession. It's Pep Guardiola's favorite invention, a way of controlling games by flooding the middle of the pitch. This role demands intelligence, stamina, and technical skill. You're no longer just defending wingers. You're helping build play like a midfielder. Cancelo at Manchester City mastered it, popping up centrally to dictate passing patterns. Zinchenko at Arsenal plays it like second nature. It's revolutionary when it works, but when it fails, it just looks like your fullback forgot his job description. The defensive midfielder is the firefighter of football. They clean up messes before they become disasters. Claude Makelele defined the role so completely that Chelsea fans literally called it the Makelele role. Their job is simple: win the ball, break up play, and give it to the players with bigger Instagram followings. Casemiro became Real Madrid's guardian, sweeping behind Modric and Kroos like a one-man security system. These players rarely win awards, but without them, teams crumble. The best CDMs are invisible when they're doing their job right, and unforgettable when they're missing. The central midfielder is the engine. They cover every blade of grass, 1 minute making a tackle on the edge of their own box, the next driving into attack. Steven Gerrard and Frank Lampard defined English football for a generation. Yaya Toure was a one-man army, smashing through midfield like it was nothing. Modern midfielders adapt the role differently. Kevin De Bruyne is a creative machine, threading impossible passes. N'Golo Kante seems to clone himself, appearing everywhere at once. The box-to-box midfielder is often the unsung hero. The forwards grab the goals, the wingers grab the highlights, but the engine room is what keeps the machine running. Without them, the whole team stutters. The attacking midfielder is the artist of the team. They live between the lines, creating chaos with vision and flair. Zinedine Zidane controlled games with elegance. Mesut Ozil could pick out passes nobody else saw. The number 10 turns football into poetry, but it's a high-risk position. When they shine, they win you tournaments. James Rodriguez at the 2014 World Cup is the perfect example. and when they go missing, they look like passengers. Managers today often sacrifice number 10s for more pressing and running. But when a De Bruyne or Bruno Fernandes threads a pass that slices defense in half, you remember why the role exists. The game loses something when the number 10 disappears, and Chelsea fans can tell you from experience. Wingers used to hug the touchline, beat their fullback, and cross into the box. Simple, effective, and essential. Then Messi and Ronaldo transformed them into goal-scoring machines. Suddenly, wingers were cutting inside and scoring 30 goals a season. Arjen Robben perfected the art of doing the same move every time, cutting inside onto his left and still being unstoppable. Mohamed Salah may be listed as a winger, but his numbers are those of a striker. Wingers today are greedy, direct, and obsessed with goals. Beckham and Giggs delivered service. Salah and Mbappe delivered hat tricks. The role has evolved, but the drama of a winger taking on their man 1v1 remains timeless. The striker is the predator. Their only currency is goals. They can disappear for 89 minutes, but if they score in the 90th, they walk away as the hero. That's the striker's privilege. Classic number 9s like Alan Shearer or Filippo Inzaghi lived for the penalty box. Erling Haaland is today's machine, a robot designed to finish chances. One touch, one goal. Strikers live on fine margins. Miss too often, and you're labeled wasteful. Just ask Timo Werner, who became a meme at Stamford Bridge. Score regularly, and you are immortal. It is the most brutal position in football, but also the most rewarding. Now the second striker is the in-between role. Not quite a midfielder, not quite a striker. Wayne Rooney excelled at it, dropping deep to link play, pressing defenders, and still scoring goals. It gives freedom and unpredictability. Inside forwards are the modern cousin. They start wide but drift centrally, behaving like strikers in disguise. Cristiano Ronaldo at Real Madrid, Salah at Liverpool, wingers on paper, forwards in reality. These roles thrive on movement and chaos, pulling defenders out of shape. It's a role for players who hate being boxed in. The false 9 is the strangest position in football. It looks like a striker, but acts like a midfielder. Instead of staying forward, they drop deep, dragging defenders out of position. Suddenly, space opens up everywhere. Lionel Messi turned this into a weapon at Barcelona, scoring goals while also creating them. Cesc Fabregas tried it. Roberto Firmino mastered it at Liverpool, pressing like a madman and linking play for Salah and Mane. The false 9 is genius when it works, but when it doesn't, it just looks like you forgot to play a striker. The Libero is the ghost of football's past. A sweeper who had the freedom to roam. They were defenders by name, but playmakers in spirit. Franz Beckenbauer was the king of the role, gliding out from defense to control games. Lothar Matthäus carried it into midfield, blurring positions completely. The Libero is rare today. Tactical systems have become rigid, pressing has tightened spaces, and defenders are told to keep it simple. But when it existed, it was beautiful. A libero was elegance with steel, a player who could stop an attack and then launch one with equal grace. Modern managers may have buried the role, but its spirit lives on in ball-playing center-backs like David Alaba or even Thiago Silva when he steps out.